What is up? Welcome to the Metal Mixtape. I am so excited to have Pitch Black Mass. We have Matt, Tony, Jr., Jonathan, and Gordon from Pitch Black Mass. How's it going tonight, fellas? Welcome to the Metal Mixtape.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic, bro.
Dude, we got 5 people on the call right now, man. This is amazing. We're like breaking records here on the Metal Mixtape.
100th anniversary, huh?
Yeah, 100th interview, man, dude. I've been doing this for 2 years now.
Outstanding, brother. Outstanding. That's awesome. Done a lot of awesome stuff, man. It's fucking an amazing accomplishment you've done. So.
Yeah,
brother. And I praise you, man, for just keeping the metal radio alive, bro. For sure.
Hey, you know, it's a lot of work, man. But you know, hearing how excited you guys are to be on is the reason I do it, man.
That's right.
So hey guys, I just want to say I am so excited. So you know, Pitch Black Mass, you guys have gone through like a massive evolution. So how about are you there, Jonathan?
I sure am.
All right, Jonathan. So I'm gonna start asking questions, and I'm gonna ask like by name, so that way we don't have 5 people screaming.
There you go. Oh yeah.
So Jonathan, dude, you know, I remember first coming onto the scene, dude, and listening to Pitch Black Mass. I saw you guys doing some big things, dude, playing with some big bands. You guys play with like Metal Church, right?
Yeah, we sure did. That was our first really big. Well, actually, it was our really only big national band that we've played with so far.
Dude, well, it was awesome, dude. I remember just listening to you guys, and you guys having a huge following, dude. And you know, you guys have released some awesome music. You guys have played a ton of shows. So I want you to tell me a little bit how you started the band with Junior and Gordon, and then after you answered me that, how it came to be with getting Tony and Matt on board.
All right, no problem. I'll try to make it as brief as possible. Like Junior and myself, we both started off with through Craigslist with another drummer, and from there we went through probably 3 drummers, you know, just trying to find the right fit. We could never find a good bass player to go along with it, and so you know we were just struggling trying to find something. But Junior and I always stuck together, and then eventually we met our last drummer, and he brought Gordon along with him, and so that's how we got in with Gordon. And you know we were going strong. You know we started getting a good following. You know we went in the studio. You know, albeit maybe a little bit too early, but we went in there headstrong, and we recorded quite a few songs. And then you know a couple of years passed, we lost the drummer, and we had played we had played some shows with both Shinoa and Lidless Eye. And so we were close with everybody in that band, you know, especially Matt, Tony, Leah, you know, through Rivera Fest and all the shows that we've played. And a point in time came where we were in the search for a drummer, and both Matt and Tony, the band that they were in at the time, had ended, and so we decided to give it a shot. We thought it would be a stretch for us to do because of the distance that we have to travel to do practices and whatnot. So we really weren't sure. We were kind of tentative about the whole thing, but we decided to give it a go, and we just went full bore at it, and here we are. You know, we kind of went through a phase where we're kind of just partying and learning the old songs, and you know, just enjoying the fact that we can make music together. But then one day we kind of just buckled down, and we really hammered some serious stuff out. Like, we wrote a whole bunch of new songs, you know, 4 of which have been recorded. And it's just been an incredible revitalization. What's the word I'm looking for here? Revitalization. Yes, revitalization of the band.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. So now I'm going to move on to Junior. So Junior, adding on now a second guitarist to the band, how has the writing process changed when you guys are going into writing new stuff?
That's actually been quite interesting. You know, in the beginning, like John said, it was just going through learning the songs that we had before, and obviously when we're just kind of freestyling and trying to figure stuff out, and Matt is on a different level, I'm on a different level, and it's just a matter of picking the certain things out that we like and that we hear, and we stop and figure out what we're going to do next. So we've actually gotten to where we're building songs instead of just jamming and saying, "Oh, that sounds good," you know. So,
yep.
I mean, the big plus about it is, you know, Matt comes in with tells them what to do. Matt comes in with a really heavy guitar, and you know, I got my style, and when you put us both together, it's a massive sound, and man, I'm digging it.
I'm loving him now. Hey, Mr. Gordon, how's it going, man?
What's up?
Hey, I love you, man. You're cool. All right. Now
I'm a little weird.
That's all I wanted to say. We're moving on now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Gordon, so dude, you know, there's been a lot of changes in the band, dude, and you know, the band is definitely going through an evolution. You know, seeing how much the band has changed, dude, what do you think is one of the big differences from the Pitch Black Mass we saw a year ago to the Pitch Black Mass we see now?
I'll tell you what, I've never been so much in tune with a drummer in my life. I literally look at that dude, and he knows where I'm going. I know where he's going, and it's so simple. It makes it fun, dude. It's easy, and he's a badass, dude.
Yeah.
And a good drummer makes a good bass player, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I mean, you know, in a band, you know, you guys are like the pizza dough. You know, you have to have, you know, before you have a good pizza, you need good dough.
That's true. That guy though.
That's awesome, dude. So now we're gonna move down to Mr. Tony Marin. What's up, Tony?
Yeah, what's up there, my brother?
Hey, just chilling, man, dude. So, Tony, you played drums in a lot of different styles of bands, dude. So right when you join a band, like, what do you do to like feel it out? Do you like, do you usually just stick to your style, which is like, dude, you're fast, and honestly, you're one of the most solid drummers I know. I don't think I've ever seen you mess up before, but maybe I'm just too infatuated with how awesome you are.
Right on, my brother.
So how do you go from switching bands to bands, and what was your plan in your head that you wanted to do with Pitch Black Mass as far as like your style?
Well, I had a long road with Linda Sy. We went out there and we played so many shows, dude. A lot of shows for years. But that kind of I guess kind of slowed down. A lot kind of burnt out. And then we had Shinola. Matt and I and Leia, we formed Shinola with Regan. And, we were hitting out hard there for a couple of years. And we were, doing really good in that. And then, unfortunately, we lost our brother Leia. And, rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, rest in peace.
We lost him, and so the band kind of it went to a halt. It stopped because he was like, that was his baby, that was his everything, all of ours, and so that stopped. And then so I really wasn't doing much, wasn't really doing anything, and I played a lot of shows with Pitch Black Mass, and I just absolutely freaked with those guys. Their music, their talent is just unbelievable. I enjoyed the heck out of playing stuff with those guys. And so, and I knew that their old drummer fit. And I didn't want to let this go. We kind of talked about it. We talked about it time when they played here in Roseburg, a show without their drummer. And so we kind of talked about it a little bit. But my heart was really set on it. I wanted to do it, and so I told these guys that I'd really like to, they wanted me to, they wanted me to fill in for some shows and stuff, and I told them I would do that, be happy to do that, and so I listened to their music at work. I had like a week or two to practice until we practiced, and so I put my headphones on and I'd listen to their music all day at work, all day. And so I wanted to be ready, you know, when we got together to practice. I didn't want to, you know, be, you know, farting around and trying to figure stuff out. I wanted to be ready. So I did my homework, and we got together the first time at practice, and I loved it, and I know they loved it too, man. And you know, I told them I really want to do this, you know, and I'm willing to do the travel because I enjoy the heck out of this so much. My heart's totally in it, and we're ready to tear it up, brother. So yeah, so I'm very happy to be a part of it, and that's how it goes, man.
Dude, I love that, man, and I love hearing everybody's perspective. And now we're getting down to Mr. Weber. Mr. Matt Weber, are you there, brother?
I'm here, brother. What's going on?
What is up, my brother?
I'm driving to work right now, bro, so my car's kind of loud. Forgive me if it sounds all rattly and shit or crap. Excuse me.
It's all right, man. Yeah, I thought I heard some NASCAR in the background, but I didn't know.
Yeah, nah, man, I was in Chevron buying my lunch.
So Matt, dude, you know, dude, you're one of a very awesome frontman, one of the greatest I know, and you know, I think you're a very huge vocal point in the Oregon scene in general. You've done so much with Pit Fest, you and Dustin with Rivera Fest, and just, you know, like, you know, a lot of people love you, man. And one thing I haven't seen you do in a band yet is play guitar, and I'm super excited, man. How is it transitioning from, you know, from going into songwriting with Junior than having to, like, write lyrics? Like how was that huge change? Because you've been singing for a long time.
Yeah. It was, you know, I've always, before I even became a vocalist, I was a guitarist. Previous bands, like I had a couple bands in Alaska and stuff. And that's where I found out I could do vocals. And when I started doing that, I fell in love with it, man. And I was, you know, pretty damn good at being a front man too. So I was like, hey, this is what I want to do, you know. And over time, it just, you know, before I even knew what I was doing, man, I wasn't stretching properly and doing vocal warm-ups. I was just out there screaming, and, you know, and it took me a while to finally figure it out. A lot of studying Melissa Cross, all that stuff, you know, and working on that stuff. I finally, you know, I got it down, but, you know, damage is done. The vocals, I ended up getting polished on my vocal cords, so, you know, it was just kind of like, you know, I can hold out here and there, but then sometimes it was just getting bad. I was like, you know what? You know, I don't want to retire. You know, thank God I can play guitar still, and, you know, and I've always loved Pitch Black Master style, and I seen what they were going through, and they were hitting Tony up, and you know, I got a little, you know, kind of like, man, you ain't taking my drummer without me. That's not happening. And so, and ask him. You can ask him. I literally said that too. You know, I said, you can't have it without me, because me and him was already writing and working on shit. So and so it kind of actually worked out, and they're like, you know what, we'll try a second guitarist, man. And, you know, they were blown away when I showed up, and I knew one of their songs at our first practice right off the get-go. And they're like, dude, that sounds like beefy, sounds killer with the second guitar. And we just started going from there, and I love it. You know, I still love to sing, you know, and we're working on stuff and talking about doing stuff where, you know, where I set the guitar down and me and Jonathan go back and forth on vocals and stuff, you know, on a song. You know, we're talking about, you know, we got a lot of horizons we can expand on all this. So it's amazing what's going down here, and the music we're doing is so far different from what you know most people's doing out there. It's trippy, you know. I've never played any music, any style like this, and absolutely I fell in love with it real quick. You know, you got some people out there, you know, it's not as heavy, you know, it's not as fast.
I know them too well, man. I know them too well.
Oh yeah, exactly. You know, and it's like, dude, just wait, man. You know what? It doesn't have to be heavy. It doesn't have to be fast. This shit sounds so amazing, man. It'll tickle your pickle for sure, brother.
You know what? The thing with music, man, is that like you just have to love it, man. And you know, and at the end of the day, it's you on stage who plays it. And you know, and you know, people can tell if you're on stage and you're not enjoying what you're playing, you know. So, you know, but I think people really eat it up when they see people on stage having fun. And if you guys love what you're playing, dude, everybody's, you know, you're gonna reflect your energy onto everybody else, and it's just gonna be amazing.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
and it is. It is. That's what it's all about. Is having fun. You know, it's not just being in a band. You know, you become this big band of brothers. You know, this bond that you form between yourselves. The brothership is unreal, man, and that's something that's probably why most bands stick it out and make it, because of that brothership alone. You guys have become so tight that, you know, it's like blood without being blood. You know, I love these guys. I love all the guys that I've been in bands with, man. You grow tight, man. That's your family, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing. And then you go out and you kick ass with everybody and you make good music, and it's amazing, man. I love it.
I 100% agree, man. And dude, I love that answer. So now I'm gonna go back to Mr. Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan?
Hi.
I feel like we're sitting at a coffee table. I feel like I'm Mari or something, and we're just talking about music.
Having a sip off my frappuccino as we speak, sir.
Nice. So, dude, you guys have been recording new music. Tell me how it's been going in the studio, especially with having 5 band members to lay down tracks.
Well, holy crap! It has been amazing to say the very least. You know, like I said before, we had like 1.5 studio experiences before. When we were probably 2-3 months into being a band with our previous drummer, we went into the studio and recorded a few songs, and it was fine. It served its purpose. You know, you thankfully you were good enough to play one of our songs, "Her Ghost," and but it just, you know, over time, it just the song didn't sound as good as we thought it would, you know, and so we went in this time, and I cannot say enough about Tony's drumming. Like, he went in there, and he wanted, as well as we all did, but he was adamant about wanting to play to the click track. Everybody knows metronome is God, play with click or die. Like, you have to make everything fit into place, and he did. And he played, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 takes at the most, and he was just solid in the pocket. Like, it blew all of our minds. You know, we were just on the ride home, we're talking about Tony. You know, it was amazing. And then, you know,
oh, he's one of the best.
And then he's always played the click track before. Yeah. And then, you know, Junior always makes playing his part of the guitar seem so easy. Like, I don't even really have anything memorable of his session, because he just seems to play it and it's like, all right, moving on. You know, he throws in a solo and he's good. And, you know, then Gordon pretty much the same way. He goes through a song, and we have one song where he's got this killer bass solo that goes throughout this mellow section, and he just busts it out on the first take all the way through, and just, you know, it's just been so easy when Tony threw the drums down the way he did. And then Matt was one of the last ones to come in. Matt and I were the last 2 to do our thing. And, you know, Matt had kind of, you know, had his apprehensions, and he was a little bit nervous about it. But he shocked the hell out of us, too. You know, both him and Tony, like damn, I can't say enough. Like, Matt came in there, and he threw down these songs, and, like, he knew, like, if he hit something weird, he knew he wanted to fix that. But it was still rare. Like, he went through 1 or 2 takes, maybe at the most, and he got it. We got to a solo section, and he worked on building a solo from scratch. And it was amazing to watch, because I've never seen that process before. So he's interjecting a new type of guitar solo to our music, and I just can't say enough about this experience that we've had in the studio. It's just been, we've recorded 4 songs, and I think they're all going to be incredible, and everyone's going to be amazed by what we put out. You guys might get to hear one tonight.
Oh yeah, dude. I think we're going to play Incarnate tonight, right?
Yeah. I'm so excited I gotta poop.
hey, don't throw out your back, man. All right. Dude, well, dude, I'm
okay, sitting down, dude.
Well, dude, well, I know after COVID, you know, the shows are just going to start going hard, and you know, the mass is already big, but the mass is just going to take over, and I'm super excited about it.
As we all are.
All right, guys. We're going to get to the second portion of the interview. We've talked a lot about the music. I'm gonna ask each member a question, and you're gonna have at least 15 seconds or less to answer each question. Are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna start. All right, we're gonna start with Mr. Matt Weber. All right, in a zombie apocalypse, if you could kill the zombie horde with one weapon, what weapon would that be?
I would use Omar Rodriguez as my weapon.
I could take down about 8 or 9, dude. All right, Mr. Tony Marin, if you could have one weapon to kill the zombie horde, what weapon would that be?
That weapon would probably be, my fist.
Dude, I wouldn't want to get in the way of those either, man. Dude, hey, these are both answers I've never got before on the radio, so this is awesome, dude. Nobody's ever said their fist or myself, so that's pretty awesome. All right, Junior. One weapon to kill the zombies in the zombie apocalypse. What is that weapon, Junior?
Shit, mustard.
Mustard? I think, you know what? I think even living people you'd be able to kill with mustard too. So. All right.
I have no idea.
All right, Gordon. If you could have any weapon to kill the zombie horde, what would that be to defend the human race?
Fully automatic 12-gauge shotgun.
Sounds good, brother. All right, Mr. Jonathan. One weapon to kill the zombie horde. What is that weapon?
1 metric ton of Legos dropped from a helicopter.
All right, I like it. All right, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in reverse order. All right, Jonathan, if you could sing in any band in any era for one set, what band would that be?
Go call Bordello.
All right, Gordon, if you could play in any band in any era for one set, what band would that be?
Transplant.
I like it. Junior, one band, one set, any era. What band is it? Soulfly. I like it. Tony, if you could play drums for any band for one set in any era, what band would it be?
That'd be Metallica back in the Master of Puppets days.
I like it. Mr. Matt Weber, if you can be in any band and a player sing for one set in any era, what would it be? I like it. All right, we're gonna switch it up. Oh yeah, rest in peace, Dime. All right, we're gonna start off with Mr. Matt Weber. What is an animal that best represents your personality?
Oh, a lion.
A lion? Oh, I like it. All right, Mr. Tony Marin, if there's an animal that best represents your personality, what is that animal?
That's a poodle.
Hey, poodle's so cute, man. All right, Junior. Is there an animal that best represents who Junior is?
Yeah, it's actually my nickname. It's Turtle.
Dude, I like turtles, man. They're cool.
Turtle. I like turtles.
All right, Gordon. Is there an animal that best represents Gordon?
Butthole.
What was that?
He said a squirrel. A flying squirrel.
Hey, those are cool, man. They can climb trees and fly. All right, Jonathan. What is your spirit animal, brother?
Duck-billed platypus.
I like the platypus. All right. We got 2 more questions going down before we end the interview. All right, now starting on you, Jonathan. What is one food that you think is just repulsive?
American cheese.
Yeah. All right, Gordon. What is one food you think is disgusting?
I'm still fucking reeling on this thing. What's American cheese? American cheese, really, dude? I give. You gotta answer the question.
You've got 5 seconds left. All right. Is everybody still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gordon jumped out of the car.
Okay.
Gordon's drunk.
All right. Bye to Gordon. All right, Junior, what is one food you think is absolutely disgusting?
I'm going to have to go with onions.
Onions, for sure, man. All right, Tony, what is one food you think is disgusting, man?
I'm going to have to say kimchi.
Kimchi. All right.
It smells. It just smell of it. I don't see how people can eat it. I work with a lady, and she just loves it. She'll open a jar of the shop, and I'm telling you what, it's just like, it smells like freaking 10-year-old dirty garbage. It's so nasty. I don't understand how anybody can eat that.
All right, Mr. Matt Weber. What is one food you think is disgusting?
I'd have to say either tofu or anything from McDonald's, man.
All right. All right. And now for the last question. I'm gonna start on you, Matt. Is there a band or artist that metalheads out there wouldn't expect that you listen to?
Shut up. Do I gotta answer that?
Yeah. Come on. You got to do it.
Okay, check it out, man. All right, man. Yeah, you know what? And that's a very good question because I am very open to all music. I really am. But I do like. I've been listening to a lot of roots reggae lately.
Hey, reggae it's good, man. I like it. All right, Tony. What is a band artist that metalheads wouldn't expect that you listen to?
You know, I'm an absolute huge Hank Williams Jr. fan. That's for sure.
Hey,
I thought you liked Culture Club, dude.
All right, Mr. Junior. What is one band or artist that your bandmates and metalheads would not expect that you listen to?
I actually have a CD right here in my trunk of Madonna.
Hey, I love Madonna. It's awesome, dude.
Like a virgin.
Dude, she's worth like $500 million, dude. She's killing it.
Oh, absolutely, man. I agree.
All right. So Gordon's not in the car anymore, right?
I'm here.
All right, Gordon. All right. Well, what is